Finally, God is exposing your kitchen. Open it immediately. My beloved child, listen closely, for this is not a coincidence. This moment you are hearing my voice is divinely appointed, and your spirit is being drawn because heaven itself is pulling you into revelation. God says, finally, the time has come to expose your kitchen. Not the walls, not the floor, not the shelves you see with your eyes, but the hidden spiritual atmosphere that has been lingering there without your awareness. The kitchen, the place where food is prepared, where nourishment for the body is set, where family gathers, laughter rises, and sometimes even tears fall, is not just a physical room, it is a spiritual gateway. What happens in your kitchen has been feeding not only your body but also your soul. And heaven has chosen this exact moment to reveal what has been concealed inside. Do not take this lightly, my child, for there is something waiting to be uncovered. There have been nights when you walked into your kitchen and felt a sudden heaviness, as if the air shifted. Times when pots rattled faintly, lights flickered, or your spirit felt disturbed though no one else noticed. You thought it was just your imagination, but no, it was the spiritual residue of words spoken, of emotions carried, of unseen forces trying to enter your atmosphere. God says, I am exposing this now because I do not want you eating at the table of fear anymore. I want your bread to be pure, your water to be blessed, your table to carry light instead of shadow. Your kitchen is the heart of your home, the altar where daily offerings are made through the breaking of bread. And because of this, it has been targeted by energies not meant for you. But today, heaven is intervening. My beloved child, think of every time you cooked with love, every time you served your family or yourself with care. Those meals were not just meals, they were prayers on a plate. But also, every argument, every word of frustration, every silent tear that dropped while you stirred the pot, remained imprinted in the atmosphere of your kitchen. God says, I am wiping it away now. I am cleansing the air, the counters, the very walls, so that every corner of your kitchen becomes holy ground. You will feel it, child. From this moment forward, when you step into your kitchen, you will notice the difference. The heaviness will lift, and a new fragrance of peace will settle in. There is also something more. Someone connected to you, someone who once stood in your kitchen, left a trace of themselves there. They pretended to share love, but in their heart there was envy. They smiled at you, ate your food, drank your water, but carried secret jealousy inside. This is what caused strange delays, confusion, and even sudden arguments in your home. But Archangel Michael says, their energy is now being exposed. Their hold is broken. They cannot touch what God has blessed you with any longer. The kitchen that once carried their shadow will now carry only light. Every meal you prepare from this moment will not only feed your body but heal your spirit. Even visitors who enter your home will feel peace when they step into your kitchen, because heaven has claimed it for you. My child, heaven is shouting this truth to you right now. Your kitchen is not ordinary. It is the gateway to your family's blessing. As you eat, you live. As you drink, you thrive. And now, what was once contaminated by hidden intentions is being restored by divine hands. Angels are already stationed there, cleansing, blessing, and anointing every corner. God says, from today, whoever enters your kitchen will either be exposed or be blessed. If they come with light, they will feel joy. If they come with envy, they will feel discomfort and cannot remain. This is how I protect you. So do not ignore this message. Step into your kitchen today with new eyes. Stand in the center, speak words of life, and watch as the entire atmosphere shifts before you. Because finally, what was hidden is revealed, what was contaminated is purified, and what was ordinary is transformed into holy. This is the day your kitchen becomes the altar of your blessing, the source of your peace, the fountain of your abundance. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, do not move away from this word, for the Spirit is not finished speaking to you yet. Heaven has opened the pages of your life, and today it is your kitchen that has been chosen for exposure because it carries more than pots, plates, and meals. It carries memory, energy, and destiny. God says, I will not allow anything hidden in your home to remain in the dark any longer. Every corner of your dwelling is being searched, but the kitchen is being highlighted now because it is. Where fire burns, where bread is broken, and where water is poured. It is a spiritual altar that has either been feeding your blessings or draining them. And today, your Father in heaven says, I am reclaiming it for you. Do you remember, child, those moments when you cooked while your heart was heavy, yet you still smiled for others? Those tears you wiped quickly so no one would notice. They did not vanish into thin air. They fell into the atmosphere of your kitchen, and heaven recorded them. Every prayer you whispered while stirring the pot, every sigh you released when no one was watching, became a fragrance that angels carried before God's throne. That is why He is speaking to you now. He says, I have seen you. I have heard you. And now I will cleanse what was polluted and multiply what was faithful. There was a time when your kitchen carried laughter, warmth, and joy, but slowly something shifted. Arguments started to echo louder, silence became heavier, and you often wondered why even simple meals felt tasteless at times. My child, this was not just food, it was the invisible war happening in your atmosphere. Someone connected to you had entered your home with intentions that were not pure. They left behind jealousy, envy, and heaviness. They smiled while eating your food, but their spirit released bitterness into your space. Heaven says, no more. Today their residue is erased. Today, your kitchen is consecrated again. Archangel Michael has been commanded to stand guard at your kitchen's entrance. Even as you hear this message, angels are cleansing the air. The unseen heaviness is lifting, and the light of heaven is pouring in. From now on, when you walk into your kitchen, you will feel peace you cannot explain. You will feel warmth in your heart. The food you prepare will carry blessing and healing, not only for your body but for everyone who eats it. God says, your meals will now carry light, and whoever tastes of it will taste peace. Your water will refresh, your bread will strengthen, your oil will multiply. My beloved child, take this seriously. Your kitchen is not ordinary. It is the gate to your home's blessing. This is why the enemy wanted to taint it, because if the source of nourishment is corrupted, the whole house feels it. But heaven has intervened. Every whisper of envy, every shadow of jealousy, every residue of heaviness is being cast out now. The atmosphere is shifting as you listen. The peace you have been praying for is settling inside your home right now. Do not leave this message without action. Step into your kitchen today and speak aloud. This is holy ground. This is the altar of blessing. No shadow can remain here. Only God's light will fill this place. As you do this, watch how the air feels different, how your heart feels lighter, how your meals begin to carry joy again. God says, from this day forward, anyone who enters your kitchen will be revealed. If they carry love, they will feel joy. If they carry jealousy, they will feel restless and will not remain. Your kitchen will expose the intentions of hearts. It will bless your family. It will shield your future. And it will become the place where miracles begin to manifest. Stay tuned, my child, because heaven has more to reveal through this message. For what begins in your kitchen is only the beginning of what God is about to unfold in your entire household. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, stay close and do not let your mind wander, for heaven is still unraveling layers that have long been concealed from your sight. When God said finally, I am exposing your kitchen, it was not a casual statement, it was a divine decree. The Spirit is taking you by the hand and guiding your heart deeper into understanding, because your kitchen is not simply a room with utensils, food, and fire. It is a sacred chamber where invisible exchanges happen, where blessings can be multiplied or silently stolen. God says, I will not allow your altar of nourishment to remain contaminated, for what you prepare in that room is shaping the strength of your body and the clarity of your spirit. Think back, my child, to nights when you walked into that space late at night, thirsty or restless, only to feel an unexplained heaviness. You brushed it off, told yourself it was tiredness, but your soul knew something was unsettled. Do you not remember the mornings when you made food with love, yet an argument broke out soon after? Or when you felt drained instead of refreshed even after eating? That is because the kitchen carries imprints. The laughter, the pain, the jealousy, the silent tears, all of it lingers in the very air, walls, and objects. Heaven is declaring, no more shall your kitchen be an open door to heaviness. I am closing every entry point and opening the floodgates of peace. Archangel Michael stands in your kitchen even now. His sword is lifted. His presence strong, and he declares that every residue of darkness, every jealous footprint, every whisper of envy is erased. The very ground is being washed by unseen rivers of light. The counters, the cupboards, the stove, even the smallest corner is being anointed right now. Angels are brushing away old shadows, cleansing every vibration of heaviness that once dwelled there. From this day forward, when you open your cupboards, you will not only see food, you will feel provision. When you pour water, it will not only quench thirst, it will carry healing. When you cook, your meals will not only satisfy hunger, they will break spiritual chains. My beloved child, understand the weight of what God is saying. The enemy targeted your kitchen because it is the gate of sustenance. If he can taint the source of your strength, he can weaken your spirit. If he can disrupt the place where your family eats, he can plant division. That is why, at times, confusion rose from nowhere, anger sparked without cause, or sadness hovered without explanation. But heaven has intervened. God says, I am placing my fire in your kitchen. My angels will watch over every meal, every plate, every cup, so that nothing can enter unclean again. There is a hidden truth too. Someone who once stepped into your kitchen carried with them a secret intention. They ate at your table, smiled at you, but their heart released envy into your atmosphere. This envy clung like smoke on walls, like stains that eyes cannot see. It weakened your joy and slowed your progress. But hear the word of the Lord, that presence has been exposed, their residue destroyed, their energy dismantled. Your home will not be poisoned by envy again. From today, your kitchen becomes a place of prophecy. Whoever enters it will be revealed. If their heart is pure, they will feel comfort. If their intentions are hidden, they will feel unsettled. Your kitchen will no longer conceal darkness, it will expose it. And the meals you prepare will carry an unseen light that feeds more than the body. It will heal minds, restore hearts, and strengthen destinies. So, child, take action today. Step into your kitchen, lift your hand, and speak with boldness. This place is holy ground. Only love and blessing may remain here. Every corner is filled with God's light. As you declare this, you will sense the atmosphere change. Peace will settle, heaviness will depart, and even your meals will taste different, sweeter, lighter, full of grace. God says, from now on, your kitchen will be the fountain of miracles. Even when you serve simple food, it will carry extraordinary blessing. Even when you pour plain water, it will refresh like living water. Even when you cook alone, angels will stand beside you, filling your hands with strength and your heart with joy. My beloved child, heaven has chosen you to hear this because your time of hidden heaviness has ended. The Spirit says, your kitchen is the beginning. Soon, every corner of your home will follow, until your entire dwelling becomes a sanctuary of peace and light. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, lean closer, for the Spirit is still whispering secrets that your heart must know. Do not think it strange that heaven has chosen your kitchen to be revealed at this very moment. For the kitchen is not just a place of meals, it is the unseen altar of your home, where daily offerings are made through the food you prepare, the water you pour, and the words you speak while standing there. God says, I have watched over every plate, every spoon, every cup, because they carry more than what the eyes can see, they carry the atmosphere of your soul. Do you not remember, child, the times when you stood there stirring food while your thoughts were racing? Heaven remembers. The prayers you whispered while waiting for the water to boil. The tears that silently fell into the steam. The nights you ate alone and felt loneliness press against your chest. None of those moments disappeared. They were written in the spirit of that room. That is why God says today, finally, I am exposing what has been hidden. I am sweeping away what was dark, and I am filling your kitchen with my glory. Archangel Michael speaks, I have been circling the heart of your home, and now I stand firmly in your kitchen. My sword of fire is planted, and no shadow can remain where I stand. Every corner, every cabinet, every shelf is being washed in light. Even the table where meals are shared is now being anointed. You will notice it, child. You will feel a lightness, a calmness when you step into that space. The heaviness you once felt will vanish. The atmosphere that used to unsettle you will shift into peace. Angels will now stand guard there, and the food that comes from your hands will carry a fragrance of blessing. But God also says this: someone once stepped into your kitchen with eyes that pretended kindness but carried jealousy. They ate from your table, but their heart was not with you. Their presence left residue that tried to weaken your joy and taint your atmosphere. That is why, at times, you felt drained after their visits, though you could not explain why. Today heaven reveals it: their shadow has been broken. Their trace was erased. Their envy cannot follow you any longer. My beloved child, do not take this message lightly. When God exposes, it is not to frighten you but to prepare you. He says, from now on, whoever enters your kitchen will be revealed. If they carry light, they will feel joy. If they carry darkness, they will feel restless and cannot stay. Your kitchen is now an instrument of discernment, a place where heaven itself will expose hearts. And listen, your meals will never be ordinary again. The bread you break will carry peace. The water you pour will refresh not only bodies but weary souls. The aroma of your cooking will release comfort, even to those who do not understand why. Heaven says, your kitchen is turning into a sanctuary. Angels will eat with you in spirit. Blessings will rise like steam from your pots, and miracles will rest on your table. So what must you do, my child? Stand in your kitchen today, lift your hand, and declare with faith, this is holy ground. This is the altar of blessing. Only God's light shall remain here. As you speak, the atmosphere will obey. You will feel the shift. Peace will rush in, and your home will carry a fragrance of heaven. God says, this is only the beginning. For when your kitchen is cleansed, your dining table will carry abundance, your conversations will carry peace, and your family will feel restored. What begins here will flow into every room of your home until your entire dwelling shines with my presence. My beloved child, heaven has chosen you for this revelation because your home is being marked for blessing. No longer will heaviness linger in silence. No longer will hidden envy poison your meals. From today, everything you prepare, everything you eat, everything you share will be drenched in divine light. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, remain still, for the voice of heaven is not yet finished, and the revelation of your kitchen is only beginning to unfold. When God shines His light on one area of your life, it is never shallow, it is deep, layer upon layer, until what was hidden for years finally stands clear before your eyes. The Spirit says, your kitchen is not ordinary. It is the womb of your household's blessing. It is the secret gate where physical and spiritual nourishment meet. This is why I, the Lord, have chosen to expose it now, so nothing impure may linger where your strength is drawn from. Think of it, my child, every time food was prepared, it carried not only taste but also energy. Meals made with love carried joy. Meals made with sadness carried heaviness. Words spoken in anger while cooking left an invisible trace in the air. This is why some days even simple meals felt bland, lifeless, or heavy. God says, I am sweeping those imprints away. I am cleansing the very air you breathe when you stand in that room. What once felt burdensome will now feel refreshing. What once carried frustration will now carry peace. Archangel Michael is speaking even now. I have walked the floor of your kitchen, and I have seen the shadows that tried to hide there. I have seen the envy of visitors, the tears you shed in silence, the heaviness that lingered. But today, I strike with my sword of fire. Every shadow is banished. Every residue is destroyed. Every trace of envy is cast out. From this moment forward, child, your kitchen is under angelic guard. Whoever steps into it will either be comforted by peace or exposed by light. No mask can remain in that space anymore. My beloved child, remember also that the kitchen is the first place where provision is seen. When shelves look empty, anxiety rises. When shelves are full, peace comes. But God says, from today, even in emptiness you will feel fullness, because I will be your provider. The oil in your jar will not fail. The flour in your vessel will not run out. Your table will never be barren. You will find my hand multiplying where you thought there was lack. Heaven is assigning angels of provision to stand in your kitchen. Even when you think you have little, your little will stretch and satisfy. Even when you prepare for few, it will bless many. There is also a mystery here. A person once entered your kitchen and left behind something spiritual without your knowledge. It was not an object you could see, it was an energy of jealousy and deceit. Their footsteps carried darkness, and it clung to the corners of your home. That is why certain delays and blockages followed after their visits. God says, I am erasing their trace. I am removing their fingerprint from your space. Their residue cannot survive in my light. When they step near again, they will feel exposed and restless. They will not be able to sit comfortably at your table, because the peace of heaven will not allow hidden envy to remain. My beloved child, listen carefully. Your kitchen is turning into a sanctuary. When you cook, it will no longer be just food, it will be blessing. When you pour water, it will be like living water refreshing souls. When you set your table, it will be like preparing an altar where joy is shared. The very atmosphere will shift so much that visitors will say, there is something different here, I cannot explain it. That will be the fragrance of God's presence lingering in your home. So what must you do? Today, step into your kitchen not as you usually do, but as one entering holy ground. Place your hand upon the table, upon the stove, upon the cupboard, and declare with faith, this place is holy. This is the altar of peace. This is the fountain of blessing. No darkness can dwell here anymore. Speak it aloud, and heaven will respond. You will feel the shift as you say it. You will sense the peace wrapping around your heart. God says, do not underestimate this. For when your kitchen is purified, every room in your house will begin to follow. The blessing will start here, but it will not end here. It will flow into your living room, into your bedroom, into every corner where you walk. And soon, your whole house will be a sanctuary of my presence. My beloved child, rejoice, for this is a new chapter. No longer will your meals carry heaviness. No longer will your table carry shadows. From today, your kitchen carries only blessing, only peace, only light. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, let your spirit not turn away, for what heaven has begun to uncover must be poured out fully. The revelation of your kitchen is not only about walls, utensils, and meals, it is about the unseen roots of your destiny that are tied to the nourishment you receive each day. God says, finally, I am exposing what has lingered there in silence, so you may eat not only food but blessing, so you may drink not only water but healing, so you may prepare not only meals but miracles. Every time you entered your kitchen unaware, angels were watching. They saw when you lit the stove with a heavy heart. They saw when you looked at the shelves and worried about tomorrow. They saw when you stirred the pot but your mind was clouded with thoughts that weighed you down. My child, nothing was hidden. Heaven recorded each tear that fell unnoticed. And today the Father says, those tears have watered your blessing. I am turning your kitchen into a garden of peace where only life will grow. Archangel Michael speaks with fire. This place has been under attack because it is the heart of your home. The enemy does not waste his efforts on meaningless places. He strikes where destiny flows. Your kitchen was marked because it sustains your body, and a weakened body weakens the spirit. But I stand here now. I have swept the air with my wings. I have shattered the residue of envy. I have broken the hidden cords that tried to choke your joy. Your kitchen is sealed with divine light. Do you remember, my beloved, when someone close came into your house, sat in your kitchen, and left you uneasy after they were gone? You could not explain it, but their presence drained you. They carried words they did not speak, thoughts they did not reveal, envy they did not confess. Yet it leaked into your atmosphere. That is why after they left, silence felt heavier, and meals felt empty. God says, that moment is now erased. Their trace is gone. They can no longer anchor their shadow in your space. What I cleanse, no man can taint again. Child, understand this. Your kitchen is more than wood and stone. It is a prophetic space. When you cook, you are sowing energy. When you eat, you are reaping what was sown. This is why heaven intervenes. From now on, your cooking will not only fill bellies but restore hope. Your meals will carry healing. Your table will break loneliness. Even a simple cup of tea will soothe the spirit of the one who drinks it, because the power of blessing will rest upon it. The Spirit says, consecrate your kitchen today. Do not walk into it as you always have. Pause. Place your hand on the table and declare, this table is an altar of blessing. Place your hand on the stove and declare, this fire will only cook joy and peace. Open your cupboards and speak, these shelves will never be empty, for God is my provider. As you declare, the atmosphere will shift, for your words will align with heaven's decree. My beloved child, God also says, your kitchen will reveal hearts. From now on, whoever enters it will feel the truth of who they are. If they carry peace, they will be comfortable. If they carry envy, they will feel restless. If they carry love, they will rejoice. If they carry malice, they will not be able to stay. This is how I protect you. No more will shadows eat from your plate in disguise. No more will envy drink from your cup unnoticed. Your kitchen is now a gate of discernment. And listen closely, blessings will begin here and flow outward. Your finances will begin to multiply. Your health will begin to strengthen. Your relationships will begin to heal. For when the altar of food is cleansed, the altar of life is restored. God says, even when little remains, it will stretch. Even when shelves look bare, my angels will refill them. Even when you think you have nothing, your kitchen will surprise you with abundance. My beloved child, rejoice, for this is a turning point. You will feel it soon. Meals will taste different, lighter, sweeter, filled with peace. Your heart will feel calm where it once felt anxious. Visitors will comment without knowing why. There is something peaceful in your home. That will be the fragrance of heaven resting in your kitchen. God says, what begins here will not stop here. The same cleansing that has come to your kitchen will flow into your living room, into your bedroom, into your entire home until every wall breathes peace and every corner carries light. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.